Welcome to Fantastic Realm, your weekly roundup of what's new in comic books. This week, we've got something old, something new, something borrowed, and something red, white and blue. Our something old this week is Batman 681. This is the conclusion of the Batman R.I.P. storyline, and supposedly, this is what's been kicking up a stink in the media, Batman is dead. Well, maybe. It's not very clear from the end of this book if he's dead or not, and I'm hoping we're not going to get months and months or is he or isn't he dead type stories. However, this is a very major event in this book, and what's good about this book is it does what all great comic books do. It makes you want to see what happens next. Whilst it's part of it's been frustrating, mostly this has been a fabulous run on this book, and it's not necessarily a criticism that some of these episodes have needed to be kind of read a couple of times before you fully got them. So if now that it's kind of come to an end and you really wanted, if you were struggling with it, maybe now's a good time to get all your issues of Batman R.I.P. and read them all end to end so you can really appreciate this story arc. And let's make sure that we're all here next time for the next issue of Batman to find out what happens. This is Batman 681 on your shelves this week. Something new this week is brand new from Dark Horse Comics. It's the next run on Umbrella Academy. Now this is going to be humongously popular with teenage girls as it's written by My Chemical Romance frontman Gerard. However, do not let that deceive you. This is a quality comic book. Gerard Way, he displays some of the kind of top traits of top comic writers in the way that he's created his premise of the Umbrella Academy, and each kind of little crumb of info he breaks off for you seems to kind of raise as many questions as it answers. It just feels like this thing could sprawl on for years and years and years and never get dull. If you haven't checked out the first series of this, The White Violin, then you've got to check it out. It's really, really good. And if you have, then you're going to definitely want to try and check this out. This is Umbrella Academy #1, start of the storyline, Dallas. It's on your shelves this week. Next up is Buffy Season 8, number 19. This is our something borrowed, i.e. they borrowed it off the telly and put it in a comic book. Get off my back, alright? Close enough. Now, this has been really, really good. The art has been fantastic. The storylines have been really, really strong on this. And what they've done is taken full advantage of the fact that it's not on the TV anymore and is, in fact, a comic book. So there are things that you just couldn't get even in the biggest Hollywood blockbuster happening. It's fantastic stuff and essential for all Buffy fans. That's issue number 19, Season 8, on your shelves this week. For red, white and blue, we've got Captain America. You don't get much more red, white and blue than this. And Ed Brubaker's writing continues to make this one of the most compelling books that comes out on a monthly basis. The storytelling is always really taut. And what's really good about this is it makes what should be a really ridiculous character, like this guy in this big red and white spandex flag, essentially, makes him seem really interesting and, you know, just compelling. You just want to find out more about what happens with Captain America and his adventures, and Brubaker's just made them very, very cool. So if you haven't been reading Captain America recently, it's well worth picking up since Brubaker started writing it. It's been really good fun, and can't recommend it highly enough. This is Captain America number 44, out this week. Also out this week is Daredevil Man Without Fear. This is part 3 of the Lady Bullseye storyline. It's been really good fun so far, so well worth checking out. If you've been following Original Sin part 5 is out as part of Wolverine Origins. And this is good fun this week. Thor Man of War. It's a one-shot helmed by Matt Fraction and tells the story of Thor having a big old Barney with his dad Odin. This is well worth checking out. I really enjoyed it. That's pretty much all we've got time for. Make sure you catch us next week on Fantastic Realm. You can buy any of the books we review at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store and see more videos and join our online communities at MySpace and YouTube. Feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget, drop by the store and check out what we've got in stock.